Okay everybody, this is the complete transformation tutorial video for Newage number 50D Park Warden. However, the video you're going to see is me transforming the original use of the mold, and in all honesty I've just used my own tutorial to transform this guy as well. So I know that it works. I hope you find it useful. It is a very intricate and indeed quite complicated transformation process. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Here it is. Everybody, this is the complete transformation process for Newage Scott, which is a legend scale third-party hound figure. This is just the transformation process. The review will be separate loaded, and also bear with me with this because this guy is incredibly small and very intricate. Right, we're going to start off with what's going to be the legs and the feet. So what you can do is just carefully just disconnect this little bit there, either side of the vehicle, and this is now going to enable you to take the back section and fold it all the way back. We're then going to separate these here. These are going to be the legs and feet. Then what you're going to do, you're going to get this part, fold it all the way out. So separate these here as well, fold these all the way out, and the wheel was down, but I'm folding it up and under now, like so. Then you're going to turn your attention to the back part where the seat was, fold this into the back of the seat, fold the seat down, and then collapse this into what's going to be like a kneecap or the shin. Fold this bit over, which is going to be pretty much the bottom of the foot. So this needs to be lifted up. So now you can turn this around. This will then fold completely into that gap and tab in there, and that's how you're going to cover up the tyre and the wheel and tab that in there. Then you're going to spin this around 180 degrees, and there is one leg and foot. So what we did is, if we open up this side here, then we can fold this all the way out. Turn your attention to the seat again, so fold the seat down, fold a little tab into the back, fold that over, collapse this into this gap here, which is basically going to be the shin. Make sure it stays flush. Fold up this bit, which is going to be the front of the foot. Turn the wheel in, rotate that under there and tab that into that side, and then the same again in on there. Then rotate that 180 degrees, and if we stand that there like so, that's the lower part done. So upper part a little bit more tricky. Let's disconnect the rest of the arms from the side there, and indeed the side here. As you do that, turn the whole wheel out as well. Now you can see here that the hips aren't lined up. What I mean by that is, if you keep turning this, see the three yellow stripes, rotate that 90 degrees until they line up like so. Then what you've got here is this part with the white on. This is going to fold right underneath on that I suppose it's a hinge, isn't it? Right underneath there, so that's gone 90 degrees. Then you've got this hook, which is going to fit behind this tab. So you can then collapse the whole top of the torso over like this, and you'll hear it. If I get it right up and over like this, it will come right down like so, and it will tab into there. You hopefully heard that click. That's that part done. Turn your attention to, I suppose, the hood. Bring the head out, rotate that 180 degrees, and then literally rotate the whole part there 180 degrees. Slot that back in. There's his head. Yep, they don't do things very easily, do they? Turn your attention to the arms. Pull out the fist, straighten out this. Now fold this back under. I actually missed this bit out in the review, and fold that over. I kept that folded out by complete accident in the actual review, so you're getting to see it properly here. So what we're doing is, we are taking the arm off there, extending it out, folding this bit underneath there, folding that over there, and the fist is out. Then what we need to do is just bring this down. If you look at the wheel now, what I'm going to do is, there's a tab here. If I grab this and move it, I need to make this will then slide down closer to there. So what you're looking at doing, see how that one is right against the back and this one isn't? There's the huge tab. This is probably the most awkward bit. You're going to rotate this using these tabs like so until it goes nice and flush there. It needs to be flush so that you can swing this now 180 degrees. Yep, more 180 degree twists around like that, and now this will fit once you stand him up underneath there. If the wheel isn't in the right position, it won't go. Then what you can do is correct this part here, which is the back of the shoulder. Turn this up like so. that will then, this on the underside, you'll see in a second, will clip in. If I do the same on this side, I've pushed that underneath, bring this part around, spin this up, which is going to be the shoulder joint, then you can turn over that. As I say, if your wheels aren't all the way in, you won't be able to get that clip. So the most important part is to fold that wheel all the way around, then you're going to correct your shoulders. And to be honest, once you've lined everything up, that is, yep, there you go. See, everything's tucked away. That is your robot mode. So then, let's take him back to his alternate mode, and we're going to do this in stages as well, because for some reason, it's just more difficult going backwards. So what I suggest you do is, first and foremost, if we just disconnect this part here, remember this is where it's all holding it together. Now you will probably feel that you're going to break it, but you do need to apply a bit of pressure just to separate that. This is now going to separate the whole back of the vehicle. Then what we're going to do, we're going to lift this up the windscreen, which is then going to enable us to take out the arms like so, take out the arms like so, and we're going to move on to the head part. So this is where you can just lift this up, rotate the head 180 degrees, then you're going to rotate this green bit 180 degrees. Make sure the head is staying upright though, and push that down, and that will fit through there. Then if you remember this green bit here, we turned 180 degrees. So on this hinge, let's fold this back like so. And then it looks a bit like an endoskeleton, but then we're pretty much ready to go from here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to the bottom part. So what I mean by that is I'm going to go to the legs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate the feet. Remember, all these were folded in together like so. Fold this out. Everything is tabbed together so well. We need to rotate that 180 degrees before I forget. Hold out the wheel and then pull out all of this. Remember, that was the kneecap. Everything was folded inside it. There was the seat. Here's the little back part of the seat that I really struggled to get out. And then what we're looking to do then, because it's going to be like this, so let's straighten this up, straighten that leg out, fold this over itself whilst lifting the back of the seat up like so. That's the way that it's going to be. So take this part, which is the front of the foot, fold that right over, and you don't have to clip it all in just yet. We're just lining up. So what we've done is we made space for that tab to go into there like so. Oh, just missed it. That's clipped in there. And then on the other side, we've got exactly the same. That tab is going to go in there. And then you've got the giant tab at the front, which is going to fit in that cutout in a second. We're not going to do that just yet though. So, but let's do the other leg. So what we're doing is we are opening up this here, opening up this here, like so. Fold out the wheel. Don't forget to rotate this 180 degrees. Fold this part back over on itself. Open up these bits here, which is going to be the seat and the back of the seat. I always forget to take out this little piece here, and it is so small, and I haven't got the biggest hands either. Right, now of course we're going to fold this exactly the same as this side. It's going to collapse all over itself like this. That's how it would have gone. Now let's bring this down, turn your attention to the side. So we're just going to line everything up like we did on the other side. So there's the tab going in there, there's the tab going in there, and then to be honest, what you can now do is tab these bits together, and then as I mentioned, you've got these big green tab there which is going to fit into the back. And for now, keep these seats folded upright because we need to obviously sort the whole front of the vehicle out. So in all honesty, this is the part I find the most tricky. So what we're going to do before we forget is we need to rotate these wheels around 180 degrees, remember, because this is where they're going to fit underneath. Now what we're looking to do basically is underneath this we need to cascade everything over and get everything sounds really simple to line up. So what we're going to do, we need to put the orientation of the wheel back first. If you remember these, they're on these tabs. See how this is right against the arch? If we spin this, which way is it? There's the tab. Spin this all the way out. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. There it is. It's really no use for people like me with small hands and useless no nails. But anyway, you can see there how much further away that is from the arch compared to this. So if I repeat the same process on this side, rather than just do all the one side first, that's starting to move. It's starting to rotate. Right, what we're looking to do then is, as we turn this underneath here, we need the ball and socket joint facing inside. We're going to open up this here, open up that, and then as we bring this underneath, like so, this should because I've opened up that wheel. There we go. Yeah, open up. You're looking for the ball and socket to face inside there, and then you're going to just collapse this tiny little hinge over itself like that. See how that collapsed over? And then that means you can tab that in there. So that's the one side done. I probably made that look easier than what it is, because as I say, I do genuinely really struggle with this. We're looking for the ball and socket to be facing the inside, like so. So we're going to open up this like so, open up the forearm. If I spin it around now, and if we turn this underneath, this is going to slot underneath. Again, I'm looking to cascade this tiny little hinge over itself like that. And then as this comes underneath, what am I missing? I just need to make sure, see the tab wasn't far enough over, so this just needs to come under a little bit more. Let's move this arm out of the way and line that up. There we go. So now I need to just bring this slightly out of the way, reset that, hook that over there, fold the fists, both of them back on themselves now, and you're pretty much there. Thank heavens, we're pretty much home and dry. There is the front part all done, so that's what you're looking at. Now, of course, you've got that large tab going to go in there, and these two tabs are going to slot in there as well. So as you bring that up and over, bring the whole of the vehicle up. And if we look around, oh, I've just missed that up on that side. This is going to slot in under there at the same time, like so. Correct the orientation here of your seats. Fold this down. There we go, get the front bit down. Make sure that all tabs underneath. Oh, I've just knocked it out again. That's the tab on the underneath. That's the tab on that side on the underneath. Lie it down, put the seats down, and there you go. Hope this helps anyway. Take care.